We're going to be creating a t-shirt design using watercolor resist. So we're going to be using watercolors. And what watercolor resist is whenever the oils in a crayon or an oil pastel resist the water. So I've used a white crayon to write these words here. And I've dipped my paintbrush in the water, and now I am brushing over this crayon where I've written the words. There are waxes or oils in the crayons that push away the water. It resists the water. And so it's really cool. Now, you can use colored crayons like yellow or red or blue if you wanted to, and it'll do the same thing. But white winds up looking really cool because it's almost invisible against white paper until you paint over it. The colors that I'm using right now are blue and then red, and now I'm using yellow. Red, blue, and yellow are our primary colors. They're our primary colors because red, blue, and yellow are the three colors that can make up our secondary colors. So if you mix red and yellow, it makes orange. Orange is a secondary color. If you mix red and blue, it makes purple. Purple is a secondary color. And if you mix blue and yellow, it makes green, and green is a secondary color. So that is why blue, red, and yellow are our three primary colors, because they can make up all the other colors in our color wheel, other than black and white. Black and white are neutral colors. But I want you to remember that red, yellow, and blue are primary colors. So everyone say it with me. Our primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. You can see here that as I have been painting over these, the white words have been showing up. And what I've written here are our elements of art. Our elements of art are line, color, and we just learned our primary colors are red, yellow, and blue. So our elements of art are line, color, value, space, texture, form, and shape. Today we're going to be focusing on line and color. We're going to be designing a t-shirt. So if I zoom out here, we can really see this t-shirt. The first thing we need to do is we need to take our pencil and we're going to draw on this a little bit. So I'm going to be drawing a V-neck onto this shirt. So I'm going to find the middle of my paper and I'm going to come down just a little bit and put my finger right there. Then I'm going to draw from where it slopes up here, right where it slopes up, I'm going to draw to my finger. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side, creating kind of a V, just like that. Then I'm going to make this line just inside of it, just like this. Now I'm drawing very lightly because I'm going to wind up erasing this. Here in the back, I'm going to go from this line to this line, and I'm going to curve it around. If we zoom in here, I'm going to make a tag for the shirt. And it's going to be kind of a wavy line. It's not perfectly straight. And it's going to come over. So this is inside my shirt. And here I'm going to put my name and my grade. And my teacher name. So I have my name, my grade, and my teacher name. Now I'm going to create a design onto my shirt. So to make sure that my shirt looks right, I'm going to go ahead and add in these lines that separate the sleeves from the middle of the shirt. Remember that each one of these lines were very light. Then I'm going to create a design. Now I'm going to create a symmetrical design, which is one of our principles of art. One of our principles of art is balance. And I'm going to be creating balance today by creating a symmetrical design. The way I'm going to do this is I'm going to be using stencils to trace around them, just like this. And so what symmetrical means is that it's exactly the same on one side as it is on the other side. So it'll be exactly the same. So everything that I put on this side, I'm going to put on this side at the same distance.
I'm going to try to make it look the same on one side as the other side. I want you to try to make a symmetrical design. It doesn't have to be perfect, and it also does not have to look like anything if you don't want it to. And if you want to stray from it some, maybe you want to write like LCP in the middle, that's okay. You can do something a little different that's not perfectly symmetrical, but we're going to try to make something that's kind of symmetrical at least. So everywhere I put something, I'm going to put it on the other side as well. Once I'm done here, I'm going to trace over it using crayons.
Okay, now I have my symmetrical design. I have my V-neck here. I have my design on my shirt that I want it to look like. And it's symmetrical because it's exactly the same on one side as it is on this other side. It's the same on this side as it is on this side. So that's symmetrical. It has balance. And that's one of the principles of design is balance. And so that's what I've done here. Now I'm going to go over it. I'm going to trace over everything using a crayon so that it will resist the watercolor. I'm going to use different colors for this. And then I'm also going to be adding white crayon once I'm done tracing all of what I have here. Before I go to tracing, I'm going to take an eraser and I'm going to lightly erase everything that I'm tracing over. It's because I just want to barely see it. I don't want to erase so much that I can't see it anymore, but I do want to erase it so that it's a nice light line.
Crayola resist look. And here I'm just putting a line inside my triangles So I'm not tracing it, I'm just putting a line inside of there. And here I'm going to create some arrows going up. It's hard to see your white lines. That's why I don't want to put it just everywhere, but it is a neat effect whenever we use the white. Okay, now I've kind of gone over everything. I want to make sure to go over these lines here that separate the shirt and also the V-neck with a crown as well. So I'm going to do that now. Now that I'm done with this, it's time to start watercolor.
I have a half bottle of water. It's not full, it's just halfway full. And I have my watercolors here. You do not have to use just blue, red, and yellow, our primary colors. You can use any of the colors to make this look nice. Notice that I'm using big, long strokes to paint this shirt so that that watercolor resist really shows up.
Notice that I didn't let the colors touch the other colors. If you let them touch, they'll start to spread into each other unless you let it dry first. I'll show you what that looks like down here. So if I was to put some yellow down, and while the yellow is still wet, let the blue touch it, then the two colors are going to mix. That's what watercolor does. And so let me put some blue down now. And you can see that the two colors are mixing. And so, unless you want that look, make sure that each color is dry before you let the two touch. Also, notice that I'm spreading out the colors. I don't want to leave a puddle of color like this. I want them to be kind of watered down. Watercolor is normally watered down. It's not something that looks like regular paint. It's a little bit lighter in color. And also, I'm spreading it out so that it'll dry nice and quickly. Take your time and make yours look nice. You can really see my watercolor resist show up, especially where my white color was. Okay, now you can see my finished shirt. And you can see here where the colors mixed. Alright, I hope you have fun doing yours. Take your time, design it nice and neat. Make sure to paint it nice and neat as well. Good luck.
Now that my t-shirt is pretty much dry, I want to show you one other technique. I'm going to take a stiffer brush, one that has stiffer bristles on it, and I'm going to dip it in the water and I'm going to do a splatter effect. And so I'm going to take some blue here and I'm going to take my finger like this. I'm going to pull back on it while it's at a sideways angle there. I'm going to get it very close to the paper so that I don't splatter anyone else. And I'm just going to release it like this. Then I'm going to choose a different color here, wash that out, get a different color, and I'm going to do the same thing. And if you accidentally make a big blob here, like that one, I'm just going to take it and dab it with a paper towel and splatter over it. Okay. I can see now that my paints are starting to get dirty. If your paints ever get dirty, all you have to do is brush some water onto them, take a paper towel, and brush off the top. Then you have a nice clean yellow. All right, I think that you're ready to finish up your t-shirt. If you want to add a splatter effect to yours, you can. Just be very careful not to get it on anyone else. Get very, very close down here to the paper and make sure you're not splattering it on anyone else. And tell the people around you that you're about to do it so that they can kind of back up as well. Okay? It shouldn't take a lot of splatter, maybe 2 or 3 times, and that's it. If you put too much down, it's not going to look good. So don't put too much. This is my finished t-shirt design. I had a lot of fun designing this t-shirt. I think it looks really cool. Might even be something that I might actually wear. This is a really neat design, and it's symmetrical, which is like balance in our principles of design, principles of art. And so I hope that you really like this project. All right, have fun.